this is our third workshop, and now we see more people coming, so let's have another show of hands. For those who are the first time here, can you raise up your hand? For who this is the second time you are here, can you raise up your hand? For those who are third time here from the beginning, can you raise up your hand? Right, great. I think that's the kind of diversity, and we see we do have new people joining us. And this UKOMAIN is a network funded by EPSRC. We have our 6 executive board members who are sitting around. And we also have our dedicated EPSRC contact, Jinkia, who will join us tomorrow with a senior portfolio manager from EPSRC giving the opening talk tomorrow. I will not go through each person. I would like you to get to know them during our networking and coffee breaks event. And for this program, we have greatly expanded its scope with the funding from EPSRC. We have 8 keynotes from diverse fields, and we have 2 invited talks and 22 short talks, 26 pitches, and 47 posters for you to browse through with very diverse field of research. And our 8 distinguished speakers covers topics like drug discovery, material design, responsible AI, large language models, offshore energy, and healthcare, biological engineering biology, and transportation, which are many of them, I think, to me, it's the first time, actually, I get to know and learn about these topics. So this is a venue where you can really explore different topics. We are particularly honored to have the first keynote speaker, Tian Xie, who has just been named last week as MIT Technology Reviews 2025 Innovator Under 35. So I guess this is maybe his first talk or first keynote after getting the award. So it's a great honor to have him here. And we are also grateful to our sponsors, UKRI, EPSRC, to give us this pot of money that we can run our event and grow our impact, and also Henry Royce Institute for sponsoring us the second time. And in the past half a year, we have greatly expanded our reach, our modality. Now we have a LinkedIn page, which have more than 1,000 followers within 6 months. We have our YouTube channel with more and more videos to be uploaded, including this event. We also just created a UKOMAIN community on Microsoft Teams, and we see now we have 46 members have joined over there. Thank you so much. And this UKOMAIN Network Plus is funded under the Tomorrow's Engineering Research Challenge theme. And we think tomorrow's engineering research challenge, or every research challenge, will need multimodal AI because on one hand, you often need multiple modality of data to work together to solve a problem. On the other hand, you need multidisciplinary team to collaborate to solve a real-world problem. And therefore, the mission of our UKOMAIN is to solve this data integration problem with multidisciplinary team to solve tomorrow's research challenges. And when I talk to people about pitch the multimodal AI, frequently I got the answer, oh, sorry, I'm not working in multimodal AI. Then I will ask them, what do you work on? They say, oh, we work with this data, that data, but that's not multimodal. I say, why? Because then I realized, because many people, when they talk about multimodal AI, they're talking about multimedia AI. They're talking about multimodal as text, image, or audio. But there are many other types of data, such as molecular data, social networks, tabular data, spatial locations, stock price, DNA sequences. Those are all different types of data, and they are multimodal data. Therefore, our definition of multimodal AI is very broad. So next time when you talk to your friend, your colleague, your network, you can see whether they are working on multiple type of data. If they are, then tell them you are multimodal AI researcher. And the vision of our network is move more towards the currently most of research in AI is still very model-centric. People naturally think in order to work on AI, I need to propose new model. But the fact is nowadays, models are so powerful, what you are often lack is the data. And even more, even if you have right data and model, the key question is whether you are solving the right problem, and whether that solution, if you are successful, can be deployed in real world, because there are many constraints that may affect the success or impact of your solution. For example, whether it's ethical, whether it can be run in real time, and how about the cost? Because every government is having deficit almost, and then those, and how about user needs? Will the user like to use your tools if you develop it? And we want to create an open, dynamic, and interdisciplinary ecosystem so that we can move more towards balanced development of deployment-centric, data-centric, and model-centric AI. Therefore, the 6 key objectives of UKOMAIN. The first one is to have built this diverse interdisciplinary network. And second is to create a knowledge exchange platform so that we can learn from each other. And third is to identify and fund some key focus areas of high impact, because given our size, we are not likely to be having high impact in every field. We need to know where we have the critical mass and where we can work together to build our strengths so that we are world leading. And being deployment-centric, that means we know industry, they are born deployment-centric, right? So therefore, I think engagement with industry and policymakers, I think is critical for us to move towards that deployment-centric direction. And we want to promote sustainability and develop AI responsibly. And we want to enhance our research capability to train more people to be able to do AI research, to be able to collaborate with AI researchers. And that's the 6th objective. But if we let AI to summarize, that's what GPT has really summarized very well. There are 3 keywords. That is, we want to connect, innovate, and impact. And that is one of the outcome of our connect, innovate, and impact is a prospective paper co-authored by 40+ authors. May I know, can I ask the co-authors of this paper to stand up? Who are the co-authors of this paper? Right, so those are, I think most of us, we get to know each other through this network. And we also have a poster in the poster session for you to browse through. And lastly, I know as a leader, we need to tell stories. So I will try to tell a story connected to Nobel. The first on the left is the message between me and Natalia on the day of our interview, 8th of October, when we went to EPSRC to interview for our network grant. And in the morning, I saw the news that physics Nobel Prize has been awarded to Hinton, who is a computer scientist. That's our dialogue at that time. And then, second day, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry is awarded to John Jumper and David Baker and Demis. And then I decided to bring my team not to an AI conference, but to a bioinformatics, computational bioinformatics conference in Liverpool in July. That's about 2 months ago. And then I have the opportunity to ask, it's really a lifetime experience, ask a Nobel Prize winner in a keynote, a live question about how we should work in the ecosystem and strike some conversation. And after that, I catch him and also further discuss the topic. And he mentioned there's the first order problem in academia that they do not have in industry. And if you look at the AlphaFold paper, yes, there are many co-authors, but even more, if you look at footnotes, there are 20 plus people who contributed equally, right? So he told me, it's impossible for academia, unless it's a survey paper. And then there's another dialogue with David Baker, and he mentioned this concept of communal brain, which is really community brain or collective intelligence. He said each researcher, we know deep learning, deep neural network are powerful, right? So we know it's powerful. Shallow ones is not as powerful. So if you imagine each researcher is a neuron, right? So then if you have a small team, I mean, how powerful you can be. And we do need people to work together to exchange ideas, just like we train neural network. We need to exchange information and fine-tune ourselves so that we can become more powerful and more impactful. And with that, we also think about how to implement this. So therefore, we propose this open multimodal AI benchmark, which I will talk in more detail tomorrow. And we also have our mini hackathon at UCL, thanks to UCL's strong support yesterday. That is after the hackathon, that's our innovative small attempt of doing things slightly differently. It's just a 4-hour mini hackathon. And we will also have opening coming very soon of AI research engineers. So we hope that if you or your network have good candidates, we welcome them to join us to be part of the communal brain. I also want to remind you that we have a multimodal AI photo competition. We have 2 tracks. One is human track, one is AI track. Currently, the score is AI scored 5, and human scored 0. Right? So we have 5 submissions. They are all AI-generated photos, and we have 0 submission with photo taken by human. So therefore, you have a task today. Our deadline of submission is tonight, and we have find this beautiful venue, either inside or outside. Is really beautiful, and weather is not typical UK weather, so it's nice weather we have. So do go out and take some multimodal AI scene photo and upload it, so that we can beat the AI. And although we gave equal £100 Amazon voucher prize to each of them. All right, thank you very much. I look forward to receive your photos, and we hope that the human photos are much better than the AI photo. All right? With that, I close my opening talk and hand over to Yao to chair the following sessions of keynote and community talks. Thank you very much.